These are the most incredible caught-on-camera animal moments of 2023. In June, this woman posed for a selfie at Yellowstone National Park with a giant bison. She was very lucky the bison didn't attack her. That wasn't the case when this woman tried to pet another bison and got the scare of her life. The beast lunged and fled, and she took a stumble. In March, Tampa, Florida police were called to bring in a gator that was roaming the streets. It was a feisty one, but this officer knew what he was doing.
You see that rope?
He looped the rope around the gator's mouth, dragged it out into the street, and set it up for a takedown.
You want to jump on him?
The bravest among them volunteered for this task.
Good job, Luke. I'm proud of you. Just keep the weight on him.
The officer jumped on the gator's back and held its mouth closed. Other officers came in with duct tape to seal the gator's mouth shut and waited for wildlife officials to come and haul it away. In July, this 6-foot alligator was mad.
Listen to her hiss. Oh, she's pissed.
Fortunately, the fence kept the beast out of the homeowner's backyard, but unfortunately, not for long. The gator, nicknamed Matilda, was usually docile. But this time she was determined to get to the pile of leaves where she had laid her eggs. In October, a security guard was attacked by a bear at a ritzy resort. It happened inside the St. Regis Hotel in Aspen, Colorado. Hotel staff got several reports of a bear taking up lodging in the 5-star resort, and that's when the security guard went to investigate. When he entered the kitchen, the security guard surprised the bear. That's when the bear attacked. The bear then ran off, and the guard called 911. He was taken to the hospital with scratches on his back. This shark feeding frenzy from March was unlike anything ever recorded. Hundreds of aggressive sharks just 15 miles off the coast of Louisiana. Mark Hardesty came upon the wild scene while fishing for yellowfin tuna on his boat.
We realized it was Jaws 3, and these sharks were just in that frenzy.
The boat was surrounded. They even slapped against the side of the boat and drenched fishermen with ocean spray.
It's getting soaking wet.
Hardesty says the sharks pursued his boat for 10 miles. Cats are independent creatures and do their own thing on their own time. And Toby was caught talking back to his owners when he wasn't ready for bedtime. The California homeowners got stern with Toby to get him to come inside from his patio, or as they call it, catio.
Hi, Toby. Can you come in and get some yogurt? Hi, baby. Can you come in and get... I know. Come get some yogurt. I know. Come on in so you can have some yogurt.
Toby argued his case.
You need your Miralax. Come on, Toby.
Would Toby eventually listen, go in, and take his stomach medicine?
Come in.
It doesn't look like it.
I know. Time to come in. Let's go get some yogurt. Come on. Oh, that's a good boy. Let's go.
Finally, Toby inched over to the entrance, but slowly because he's a cat.
Come on, baby. Let's get some yogurt. It's bedtime. Come in.
The verbal back and forth lasted a bit longer. Then, success. Toby finally obeyed.
That's a good boy. Mama has yogurt for you. Come on. Let's go. Go. Good boy.
In January, while one dog relaxed on the couch, another dog reached for homemade cookies above the stove. And when she did, she turned on the burner. The kitchen went up in flames. Homeowner Megan Black was 20 miles away when she got an alert on her phone that the smoke alarm had gone off. So she called her neighbor, Sissy.
I'm like, oh my gosh, your house is on fire, call 911. I was stunned, honestly. I really didn't know what to do. I felt like I froze.
Sissy sprang into action. She led the dogs out of the house and returned to put out the fire.
Oh, I'm beyond grateful. Yeah, I just wanted everyone to know how wonderful of a person she is. Because she saved my house. She is the angel next door.
And she's down. Nala's morning trust fall onto her human captured the hearts of TikTokers.
Last year sometime I was like, I'm gonna try to teach Nala how to do a trust fall. And I could never teach her to do it. Like I couldn't get like a command for her to like consistently do it. So I was like, all right, whatever. Fast forward a year, and just recently in the past like maybe 4 to 5 weeks, in the morning time, she'll like wake up, or like when we're just laying in bed at night, she'll just like, she'll be laying facing away from me, and she'll sit up, and I can tell it's coming. And then she'll just like kind of push off a little bit, and she'll just fall backwards. And literally the second night that I set it up, she did it like just perfectly.
This heart-stopping moment from April showed a veterinarian straddling a German shepherd that was choking to death. Dr. Margaret Hunt climbed on top of the dog at her veterinary clinic in South Carolina. And right away, out popped the rubber toy.
We all kind of rejoice. We were all pretty excited about it.
The life-saving technique is called XXT, for External Extraction Technique.
It worked really well, so we're all pretty pleased about that.
In October, a 7-year-old came face-to-face with a black bear while riding his scooter. The bear approached the boy. Without panicking, the boy stared the animal down until the bear stopped in his tracks. Then, out of nowhere, a neighbor appeared with his arms raised. He fearlessly approached the animal and engaged the bear in a game of hide and seek. The neighbor pursued the bear from behind the car until the animal finally got spooked and ran away. In May, a swarm of bees went after a volunteer cop. He tried to seek shelter in the patrol car, but then bravely waved his partner away. As the assault escalated, the officer collapsed as he was stung several times.
You dispatch a paramedic rescue.
As the man struggled to regain his footing, he went down, over and over again.
I think this guy was getting stung.
The bee attack unfolded on live television.
Oh, boy. Oh, no. Oh, this poor guy.
Neighbors were told to shelter in place, and news crews filmed from inside their vans.
I couldn't go outside the front door. They were swarming everywhere, so I was afraid to go outside.
Finally, a bee expert who saw the incident on the news rushed to the scene.
The minute I arrived, the bees were attacking the windshield. I couldn't believe it.
He said he had no choice but to spray and kill the bees.
I don't know why they were this angry, but they were ready to attack you and kill you.
The officer managed to escape the swarm and was taken to a nearby hospital. In February, this puppy was on the loose in LA traffic. Jim Murray explains.
It happened on the 5 freeway during morning rush hour. Not only was it dangerous for the dog, but also dangerous for the motorists who are slowing down on one of the busiest highways in America.
The driver of the pickup truck pulled and tied to create a blockade to trap the dog. They opened the door. The dog slowed down, but didn't get into the vehicle. Amber Stride, a nurse, was on her way home and witnessed everything.
I see a dog on the left-hand lane of the carpool. And I was like, oh, this is why everyone's stopping and, going slow. And I was like, okay, let me try to help. She went right to my driver's seat and right on my pedals. And she was so scared and shaking.
Amber's father was home and watched the drama unfold live on TV, but didn't know his daughter was the hero.
I get a call from my daughter and she says, Dad, I did a great thing today. I says, what'd you do, save another person? She says, no, I rescued a dog on the freeway. I says, you gotta be kidding me. I saw somebody rescue a dog on the freeway this morning on TV.
Afterward, the dog was reunited with its owners. The dog ended up on the freeway after running away as the family prepared to move.
We didn't think we'd get her back, and then just to see the opposite happen has been amazing.
In May, cops rushed to the rescue during this emergency. They responded to a 911 call about somebody screaming.
I kept hearing the help, help, and so then initially in my mind, somebody's inside the barn hurt.
That's a person.
But it wasn't a person at all. Those wailing screams for help were coming from, wait for it, a goat. The mix-up was understandable.
Oh, it is a goat. And it's, you can't help but to laugh going, that goat is calling for help.
This could be the most adorable breaking and entering we've ever seen. In August, Aaron Farley's dog Zeppeli was caught in the act of sneaking into their neighbor's yard to take a dip in the pool. And when the 1-year-old's owner tried to get him out, he wasn't amused.
Since the moment I got him, he has kept me on my toes. We started taking him in with permission, but a couple weeks ago, he started to just hop over the fence and go into the pool. And when I would try to get him to come out, he would act like he didn't have any idea who I was. That's the first time I saw how he got over.
Matt Glover should be FedEx's Employee of the Year after saving a family from a rattlesnake in August while delivering a package. Christy Jones from Nebraska shared video of the venomous reptiles slithering by their security cam while they weren't home. Her 12-year-old daughter had just left their house 2 minutes before the snake's arrival. As Matt arrived with the package, he spotted the rattler and stepped into action.
Oh, there you little
Using a shovel and a rake, he disposed of the unwelcome visitor. Before leaving, Matt texted Christy to notify her about the snake situation. "I hope you didn't have a pet rattlesnake at your front door because I killed it," he wrote. "Sorry about the blood." In April, a new record was set for the deepest fish ever recorded. And according to scientists, this species, a snailfish, isn't even meant to be a deep-sea fish.
Snailfish are great. Snailfish are amazing because they are not a deep-sea fish. So they're the deepest fish in the world, but they're not a deep-sea fish. The family is called Leparidae, and they are 300 species at least of snailfish. Most of them are very, very shallow.
Most snailfish may live in shallow water, but when researchers from the University of Western Australia and the Tokyo University of Marine Science and Technology recorded and caught this fish, the snailfish was 27,349 feet down. This is Inside Edition Digital.
сегодня агрессивное грозовое облачко. Ничего я не агрессивное. Просто давайте, Сьюзи, поаккуратнее, говорю, тиси, не скобли мне.